That's it.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Nobody can see my hand now.
Look who we have here. Dean, Rachel, and Freddie.
Freddie.
Evening, folks.
Good to
It's
have you here.
happy Wednesday, everyone, and happy Wednesday, and thank you for watching. To anybody who watches this in the replay, we appreciate you. Hi. Oop. Okay, so We Clan Torrance was here, but Carol went to bed.
Oh, they're in the UK?
They're in Scotland.
Scotland.
And there's Lisa. Hi, Lisa. And there's Rachel.
There's Rachel.
Hey, Dean. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Lisa, for joining.
Yeah.
And Carol, do you really have to go to bed yet? So today's stream, everyone, we're doing the board game bracket. I didn't do a whole bunch. I did like 10 things. But didn't you say, Dean, that I could do more next week? Or I'll take the 10 and then narrow it down.
You can do it. Yeah. I mean, when we would start with a 60-some bracket challenge, because we had 60-some attractions, I think.
Yes.
We would take 16 attractions, but do 8 votes each week. So we would do the first 16, the next 16, et cetera, et cetera. Then we'd have to start to merge the winners.
Okay, then maybe I'll do that.
Yeah,
we'll do 10 this week, and then 10 more next week, and then maybe 10 more, and then start narrowing it down. I started to run out of games. I'm like, I didn't write them down from when we did it with you, and so it's I was just kind of going through pictures and stuff that I could download. So, how's your day, Rachel?
My day was very busy. I had to teach music today. I had to drive a couple hours to the airport to pick up my husband because we live in the middle of nowhere. So getting to and from the airport is a good 2-hour drive plus. And then we went to a wildlife park. So very eventful.
Wow.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
And I know I've already asked you, but how was your day, Dean?
It was good. I was just wanting to point out, since we have our distinguished overseas guest, that I just finished his book today.
And tell them what Freddie is.
Freddie is actually a pig. And I read this. So there's a whole series of Freddie books. And I have to say, are they good? No, they're excellent. They are. Oh, they are good. And I remember reading this as a child. I just got it. Now I can't wait to get my next one. And I got through this baby in like a month.
Well, with a name like Freddie, are you surprised? Like,
not at all.
So, how are you doing, Freddie?
I'm doing all right, Mary. I'd have done a lot better if I hadn't been dragged out for a walk at 6:30 this morning. Considering I only got here on Monday, left Ireland to a severe storm. The place was getting wrecked, and then landed in beautiful sunshine. But I've got a touch of the cold, but I can live with that, no problem. Sunshine's better than hail or snow or rain, I can assure you.
Absolutely.
When you have a cold though, and you're on a plane, do you get that ear thing? Because that's what gets me.
I don't need to have a cold to get the ear thing. I get the ear thing, but I just pinch my nose and blow, and it works for me all the time. They just pop,
Okay.
They do.
Okay. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah. It's all about Lisa. It's Lisa's world.
Yes. So this is going to be it's going to be the same format basically. And I'll tweak it as we go, just like when Dean and I started. It's just an evolution of different things, but it's just different kinds of questions and different stuff going to be used. And one day I'll get some videos in here and music and blah, but not yet.
Takes time.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So Joey can't fly because of that issue.
So
Mary Ellen, I'm just going to tell you, you might want to take the comment off while you don't, or off as soon as you can, because it.
okay, is that why it's not loading?
Well, no, it's just because Rachel disappears.
Nobody needs to see me. It's okay.
I can see you in the bottom bit, Rachel.
Put me on the bottom, please.
Okay. This is how well do you know Walt?
Yes.
Oh dear. Good thing we have Dean here.
I don't know if I know Walt as well as you think.
We've tried, the doctors had to do it.
Wow.
Oh. Okay. Here's our first question. Who was the original animator for Walt? And I'm talking back in the day, back in Kansas City.
I think.
Boy.
Wait a minute.
I could be wrong. These are all.
I had one that had. Usually I have like a choice. This one I forgot I didn't do it with.
Okay.
So I guess you guess it's Ubi work or whatever.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Welcome, Nick.
All right, Nick.
I heard it was Shep.
Probably.
Maybe.
I did know it was Ub, by the way. Ub.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
See,
were they not partners, Dean? Were they not actually when they started in Kansas City?
Were they partners
before they
and his
moved?
first animator?
I want to. Yeah, I want to say there was some kind of like he wasn't just an employee, but I do think the real partnership was always Walt and Roy. But I think Ub was a partner in some way.
I mean, there's a bit of controversy between Ub and Walt. Now, I'm not a big Disney fan usually, but I did watch a program which was very enjoyable. It was in 6 parts, and I watched it, and I thought it was brilliant. I just thought Walt Disney was so far ahead of his time, like it was unbelievable what he done and what he achieved. But there was a bit of a controversy, whether you believe it or not, about Mickey Mouse and who actually invented Mickey Mouse. Was it
really? You mean it wasn't conceived by Walt on a train after somebody stole Oswald?
Well,
that was the argument. It says on, but he left. What I seen was he was having a conversation with somebody, and he was Walt was taking all the accolade for Mickey Mouse, and he left the next day. But I mean, hey, it's hearsay unless somebody says direct. You know that stories go about. But
what was the name of that show? How Walt built America or something? How Walt built America, and it was like in 6 parts.
I have not seen that yet. I've seen so many.
Was that on Disney Plus?
I
thought it would be, but I think it's on.
I got it on. I've got a Fire Stick, what they call a Fire Stick at home, and I was going through the TV shows, and I just happened to come across it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to watch this, and it was brilliant. It was in 6 parts, or 6 episodes. How Disney Built America is called.
In America, I think it's on the History Channel.
It's just really worth watching. But I'm not, as I say, I watched it, and I just thought, what a man. He just took chances. He didn't listen to anybody really. He would. The brother was saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. Yeah, okay. He just went and done it anyway. You know what I mean? Took chances, and they paid off. And I just think, what a man, like.
Yeah, it was a good thing Walt had Roy, because he didn't have a good sense of the money part, but he pushed always to be doing things, and so But that's interesting that I've never heard the theory that somebody else may have come up with Mickey Mouse before Walt.
It was in that first episode
Huh.
that it was mentioned, and they were trying to say that Ubert, Ertz, or whatever,
Yep.
actually true, and it showed him using. Is it the what do you call the coins you have here? The small, and he used that. He used a small. He used a small one to do the ears.
A dime.
A dime, and then he had a bigger one for the head. It actually showed you him doing it, but as I say, I've never heard that.
Huh.
They were just trying to maybe insinuate that, but you know what I mean.
The deep dark secrets of Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It was mentioned that Walt done it on the train, to be fair, Dean.
Yeah, and it was Mortimer. And his wife.
When did Oswald come into the picture then?
Oswald was his first.
First.
Yeah. And then he brought it up to New York to present it to this guy who had secretly been hiring Walt's people underneath him, and basically said Walt had already signed Oswald into his ownership, which Walt did not know. And Walt looked at him and said, "You'll regret this." Gets on a train, and on the way back sketches out, this is the normal story, Mickey Mouse, but he calls him Mortimer Mouse, shows his wife, and she says, "Not Mortimer, Mickey." That's the normal story.
Yeah, no, you're right. The first episode, he was on the train. Yeah, but he didn't show you him drawing it, to be fair.
Huh, interesting.
Well,
you should watch it if you can. It's a good show.
Well, no, don't, because I'm going to get a lot of questions from there.
We can't watch it.
Okay, so what is the name of the studio that iWorks and Walt started in Kansas City? Oh, I wish I.
You better just wait.
Yeah, I don't think I did. I don't think I did put choices. I think you just got to know.
Yeah. That's fine. Rachel, do you know?
I feel like I should know. And the second I hear it, I'm going to be kicking myself.
I know. I'm struggling on this one.
I know what it is. Yes. There's actually a YouTube channel that has part of it in it. And it's an old channel that we would know.
Oh. Yeah. I think I know. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does it have the word street in it?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
Lisa's like, geez, no clue.
Trying to break into the bourbon, Lisa.
Not too late to run to the cupboard.
Honestly, Mary Ellen, put me on the bottom, please.
No. You used to be at the bottom. Now it's
but there's two of you.
So okay, so does everybody give up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad at myself.
Yeah, me too.
If I had an hour, it would come to me, but
is Laugh-O-Gram Films.
Yeah.
You know Dougie, Waltograms?
Yep.
Yeah.
Laugh-O-Grams.
He must have gotten it from this.
That's a good question.
That was also from the show. Okay. Now we're going to play What's the Real Name? Let me make sure I didn't miss one. Okay. What's the real name of, this is their real name, Barry Allen Pincus, and the choices are below. Is it Gene Barry? Is it Barry Bonds? Is it Barry Manilow? Or is it Barry Bostwick? That's not their stage name is below. That's their real name.
I'm raising my hand so that I think I know, but I won't say it.
I have a guess.
Yeah, I'll bet we're guessing the same thing.
I think it's B, but I don't know.
Oh, really?
You think it's Barry Bonds?
I'm thinking it's Barry Manilow.
Nick thinks it's Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, see, I don't
Lisa,
know.
which one do you think it is? Gene Barry, Barry Bonds, Barry Manilow, or Barry Bostwick?
I'm
Does
going to have
anybody
to
even know who Barry
study.
Bostwick is?
Yeah, he's an actor. Yeah.
You have to study the internet,
What's his
Rachel. Everything.
What's Joey's name? Is it Joey?
Lisa.
Lisa.
If
Lisa, put the bourbon down and see if you can answer this one.
Oh, she guessed Manilow.
Oh no, I'm the outcast here. I'm probably wrong.
It looks like the bourbon's working.
Hi, James.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Brad, Rocky, Janet.
We got
Dr.
James
Scott.
here. Nice.
Welcome.
Hey, James.
Are you giving all 4 answers, James?
You've come to watch me fail in flying colors.
Okay, here's the answer. Bonjour.
Sure.
Now he's French. It's Barry Manilow.
Yep.
You guys are right.
Except for me.
Sorry,
Oh,
Rachel.
Speaking of me being wrong, so last night on More Sunshine, Please, actually Dean and I were both incredibly wrong.
Yeah.
But we were playing this game where you have to figure out the date that a photo was taken. It's called Chrono Photo.
Yes.
And my answers were really close for all of the questions. And so on the last one, Jim is like, oh, we'll go with Rachel's answer here. And it was so far off, it scored 0 points.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Sure did.
We guessed the same year.
Watching, but I couldn't last night. Oh, that's so
Hi,
funny.
Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hey, there's Amy and there's Jim.
Oh, hey, Jim. Talking about my phlegm.
Yeah.
Hi, Jim.
We're sorry about that.
It was way off.
We guessed 1922, and the answer was like 1949. Does that sound right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We were so far off. Speak of the devil. Not literally.
Welcome in. We've got a flood of friends.
He said that, thank you, Amy, for sending everybody over. That photo was taken on June 10th, 2015. Sun indicates. Okay, are you talking about this photo, James? Or
must be.
He looks really young. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that would not be 2015.
That was young. The mob picture. Yeah, he looks very contemplative.
Is he Copacabana or is that somebody else?
He's talking. Oh, yeah, we know. Yeah, he's Coco Cabana.
Yeah.
Right?
Mary Ellen, totally off subject. Are you a dwarf?
I am. I'm dopey tonight.
Oh, excellent. Wonderful. Nice. Very nice.
I only have 1 more week.
Yes, that's true.
Been so fun.
Until we bring in the live nativity animals.
That's right. Rachel suggested after I do this that we start into the nativity scene and we wear a different animal.
I like it.
Isn't that fun? And Dean is one of the wise men.
That's right.
I'll be the other wise man then as well.
Yeah. We are a couple of wise guys. That would be great.
There you go.
Nick can be the other one. That'll be the 3 wise men.
James hates it when, like, when Christmas is coming around, it comes, what do you say, James? He'll text me and go, oh my gosh, and shows me something that came out in the store for Christmas back in August. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, love it. Okay, here's the next question. Okay, what is Elton John's real name? David John White, Reginald Dwight, David Robert Jones, or Dwight Schrute?
Well, I know which one it's not.
There you go. Process of elimination.
Yeah. Huh. I'll bet you the chat knows this. Do you know, Rachel?
Oh, I don't know things.
Yes, you do. Elrond. Elrond from The Lord of the Rings, Lisa? Oh, I think Jim must know.
Reginald.
I'm going to vote for Jim. Jim's right.
Oh, Sir Elton John. Yeah, that is his name too. You're going to go with Reginald Dwight? Are you going with his answer?
I am.
It's the most regal name.
Yeah. I'll do David Robert Jones for
Really?
fun.
Huh. I think
You're gonna
Lisa's
go
confirming.
David Robert Jones. Nick is going with Dwight Schrute. You mean Reginald Dwight, right, Nick?
He must. I mean, I feel dumb I feel dumb that I'm just going with what they said. I'm going to go David John White.
All right, here's the answer. The answer is Reginald Dwight. Yeah. So Nick got it right. Jim got it right.
Look at all you smart people.
What was the first Elton John song you really got into?
Wow.
If any. Rachel's saying, I never got into it.
I mean, he goes so far back.
Yeah, we're talking 70s here, man. Rocket Man, says Nick. Yeah.
Nick says Rocket Man.
So, Crocodile Rock.
Lisa says Crocodile Rock. Well, what was his first song?
I don't know. I remember buying, Benny and the Jets. Yeah.
Benny.
Yeah. Since you're in music.
Daniel is leaving tonight on the plane. What you call
That's
it?
Right.
Goodbye, Norma Jean.
Yeah.
And then the one he does for Princess Diana, which is more or less the same as the one he done for Marilyn Monroe.
They made the film about his life. I thought it was good.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't either.
But I bought a 45, if you know what the 45s were, of Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. Remember that song?
Saturday.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't know why that song, that was my first big Elton John.
Well, did that make you want to go out on a Saturday night and fight?
Not at all.
Is that what you're saying, Dean?
Just my family.
Okay. On we go. Alicia Moore is Madonna, Cher, Pink, or Twiggy?
Oh, wow. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm coming up with my own answer this time. 33 man. I was both, James. I had the 33s and the 45s. Oh, that's good. I like that. Yeah, I've got a jukebox, by
Madonna,
the way.
Jim says Pink.
See, I was going to say Cher, to be honest, and I have no idea.
Pink.
Oh, they're all saying Pink.
Pink. Honestly, I did this so many days ago. I don't remember.
Well, the way I look at it, and I know it, but I know the names. I know the three other ones that it's not. That's what.
Well, that's one way of doing it.
Yeah. What's your guess then?
You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm glad you're still on the bourbon, Lisa. It might give you some inspiration.
Is it Jim Beam bourbon, Lisa?
Okay, we have 3 Pinks and 1 Madonna.
I'm going with the crowd. I don't want to stand out this time. Cher's
the real name is Cher.
I don't think so.
Okay, everybody finished with their answers?
Dean, did you answer? Oh,
yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter.
No, I said Cher.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Pink. It's Pink. So there, James, Nick, Jim, you're all right. I kind of put some older names in with a newer name, so that kind of stood out.
Who is Pink?
That girl.
I've never heard of her.
A musician. She's got some sass.
Yeah.
Is she an actress?
She's a musician.
Singer.
She's a singer.
I know she's a singer, but I was wondering if she's also an actress.
I've never seen her act.
Okay.
I'm sure one day she will.
Rhythm and blues. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'll have to check her out.
Well, yeah.
Yes or no?
I like some of her music. All right. So there's a new aspect to the movie part of the show. I'm going to pick kind of not obscure, just some of the older Disney movies that we're going to watch. So next week, if you want to give your review on Pete's Dragon, it's one of the older ones that, you know, maybe you haven't seen in a while, or maybe you remember it and you can give a review on it from what you remember. I don't know, but anybody can message me on Instagram or email me, and I'll put your review up, or you could just put it in chat and we'll just talk about it.
So is this the same movie they redid and it has Robert Redford in it?
No, it's got, what's his name? This is so far back. This is the original Pete's Dragon.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't there a remake of it?
Oh,
I'm going to look it
I
up.
don't know.
Yeah, Robert
Because it's
Redford.
part animation, part people.
2016, Pete's Dragon with Robert Redford in it.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I've never seen the old,
Lisa,
the new
surely
one.
you'll know some of these movies from your past, like
Oh, I
when you
remember
were
this one,
younger.
Steamboat Willie.
oh, ouch. Wake me up when you do the 1955 version of Fantasia. Okay.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Sign
like
me
that
up
one.
too.
I'm sure we'll get there at some point, but this week it's Pete's Dragon. So I don't have a review for it because I honestly haven't seen it in a long time. So I'm going to have to rewatch it.
Oh, that's really cool, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool. When was the original Pete's Dragon released, Steve?
I don't know, but I will check.
James.
1903.
1977. I think Jim's must be about, excuse me, 10 years younger than me, because my parents took me to my first movie, as you all know, Mary Poppins in the mid 60s, and that was my first movie.
Right.
So 1977.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you're talking about, James.
1903. That's Steamboat Willie. No, that's not even Steamboat Willie.
Roger Daltrey.
So everybody watch Pete's Dragon this week, and we'll discuss it next week. Now we're at the board game bracket challenge, and I'm going to do what we normally do and give you two choices, and you pick your favorite game. The first one is Battleship or Monopoly. Which is your favorite game, Battleship or Monopoly?
This is hard because Monopoly is a fantastic game, but it is a game in my family that we take very seriously.
Oh.
So it can cause some controversy. I'm not entirely sure if my husband will play with me again. Whereas Battleship is a little bit more innocent. It's got some more luck involved, I think. But I will have to go with Monopoly because, you know, you gotta be fierce sometimes.
Yeah. Good point, Lisa.
That's so true.
I'm with Rachel. I'm Monopoly all the way. I have a Monopoly story, if I may tell it. Okay, I will. So this is no kidding. I was with a bunch of friends playing it back in the 80s. And I remember I was winning. And by winning, I became everybody's enemy. And I remember thinking everybody was just so down on me. I thought, I wish there was somebody tape recording this so that they could see how mean they were to me. As it turned out, my friend was tape recording it. And it was so funny because it proved everyone was very mean to me.
Oh dear.
including my girlfriend at the time.
Oh.
It was
And
just
then
so
you
weird.
broke up with her?
You bet I did.
All over a Monopoly game.
Wow, that's a tough game.
You'd been better throwing the Monopoly game in the fire.
Yeah,
James
no
said last time I played Battleship, my friend asked me why I had a copy of Taps performed by Solo Trumpet.
That's
nice.
awesome.
Oh,
Okay, Amy goes with
All right,
Battleship.
Battleship.
Are you keeping track of how many there are?
That's Monopoly. So I'll go with Monopoly.
Oh, but she likes Monopoly.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I go with Monopoly.
Oh, that's
Okay.
awesome, Lisa.
Huh?
There's a Haunted Mansion version of Monopoly that used to be available at Momentum. Really?
Oh,
That's fun.
that would be cool.
I would be angry if someone steals my money too.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you said Monopoly, right, Dean?
Definitely.
And you said Monopoly, Rachel?
Yeah,
I did.
I said
Okay.
Monopoly.
I would say Monopoly's moves on. Okay, let's go to the second one.
I don't know. Monopoly's going to monopolize this.
Shoots and Ladders or
I think you're
Candyland?
right. Oh man, these are like the two equal games almost.
Well, and
think
that's kind of why I did it, just
Yeah.
to get it eliminated from the
Yeah.
start. One of them. It's like the little kid, when you're a kid, you really only have these two choices.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta speak up and say Candyland because as a kid, candy, come on.
Oh,
Candy.
right. So Nick says Candyland. Lisa says Candyland. Wilfred. James votes Candyland. Amy votes Candyland.
There used to be a game back home. It was Snakes and Ladders.
Yes, we had Shoots and
Snakes
Ladders.
Huh.
So the
the
snakes come down there up the ladders. You know what I mean?
Well, hi Ed
Hey. Hi,
Welcome.
Ed and Heather.
and Heather.
James. Yeah. That's not how you spell it, but yes.
Saying hi to Ed. Thank you for joining us, Ed.
Yeah.
So, what are we? We've got Candyland, 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 Shoots and Ladders. And what did you guys pick?
I didn't yet. I'm going to go with Candyland because as a kid, the bright colors were so fun. So
I think I'm kind of like Dean. When I was a kid and I played that, it was all about the candy. That was so cool.
Yeah.
You could play a game that had candy on it. Okay, so Candyland is moving on.
Yes.
Okay, Clue or Sorry?
Oh, boy,
Very
these are
different.
good. Yeah. Yeah, very different.
Shoots and Ladders is fun, but Candyland was the first game we had. Yes.
Yeah. But Shoots and Ladders, that one big ladder and that one big slide. Oh.
okay, for me, it's definitely Sorry.
Okay. Sorry
Why?
for Rachel.
Why? Because I played this so much in elementary school. It was very fun.
Clue.
Clue, I didn't really have people to play this one with me.
James had an earlier witty comment.
Yes, he said, "I'm sorry, but I have no clue." So I don't even know which one he's voting for.
Yeah, that's hard to interpret.
You got to be clearer than that, James. Okay, Nick picked Sorry. I guess Lisa picked Clue.
Mhm.
So did Ed and Heather. Okay, and
I remember that movie. Is that the movie, Nick, where they did it like with 2 or 3 different endings and you could go see it multiple
oh, really?
endings?
That would be fun.
I thought so.
all these witty guys.
I'm going to also say sorry because that's my wife's favorite game. Still. Nick saying yes.
Okay, have you kept to count?
I think it's sorry.
I think Lisa and Ed were the only ones that picked Clue.
Yeah.
Nick liked Clue the movie, but you didn't pick Clue though, did you, Nick? No, you picked Sorry. Okay. All right. So Sorry is moving on. Catan or Life?
These are very different games. Catan is a lot more involved. I should say a lot more. Catan. Which one am I thinking of? Settlers of Catan. Yeah, Settlers of Catan is a fairly that takes some getting used to.
Lisa. Honestly, until Rachel said it last week, I hadn't either. Or
No
2 weeks ago.
way.
No, well,
It is-
maybe I had, but I've never played it. I don't know.
It's phenomenal.
Is this the one where you have the mineral, the rock one and the wheat one, or is this the one where you're connecting the pieces to make the?
Rachel, I don't know. You're going to have to answer that.
Yes, to both. You have to like connect your land together, but you also have to use your different elements like the wheat and things to build.
Yeah. Well,
It's a fun game.
oh yeah, Settlers of Catan and Carcassonne are the two games I confuse, but Catan is the harder one, I think, to learn.
Why play the game of life when we all live it? I know. Okay, so Ed, are you saying Life? Because it looks like Space Mountain?
That's a good reason.
Uh,
I'm saying Catan all the way. It's a great game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim picked Life. I think. Okay, so
I think it's Life.
Ed says Life.
Wow.
Jane says Life.
Oh, it's not that involved. Give it a shot. There's other versions too. There's a dice game version.
Yeah, we have
there's
that
a two-person version. There's a Seafarers version.
Wow.
It's pretty popular.
You gotta have 4 people. 5 is good to play Catan and enjoy it, I'd say.
Yeah, we've played with more. We've combined 2 sets together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I remember the theme song to Life when we were young. Do you remember it, Mary Ellen?
We have what?
The theme song for the game of life.
Yes.
The game of life, the game of life. First you start out with 2,000 and a car. You got a car. Right?
See, we don't even need music. We just have Dean sing it.
Perfect.
James says that if it wasn't so involved, I would have heard of it before. Thank you. Okay, I think that's it. I think unless somebody else can jump in there and help Rachel and Dean with the
It's okay.
answers, I think it's Life moving on.
Makes sense.
Sorry, guys.
That's
all
okay.
right.
I think it's a newer game.
Yeah.
Probably the last like
It was
15 years or so.
It was invented by a family, I think, in Germany. And it's a cool story if you haven't seen it. Go to YouTube and look up the family that invented Catan.
Oh,
And they've made, bajillions of dollars on it.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's like Ticket
Thank
to
you.
Ride is new too, isn't it?
Ticket to Ride, we have that.
Oh,
Beatles sing that.
thank you,
Oh,
Ed.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's my Mickey Pumpkin.
Right, Freddie. Hi works hard for MK3.
Yay, there she is. Hi, Works. Thank you for joining. We're doing
Oh,
the
I was
board
totally
game
off.
challenge.
The first edition came out in 1995. Of
Really?
Equestrian. Yeah.
Wow, I would have thought more recent.
Yeah, me too.
Well, but like you said, there's so many different variations of it. Maybe they've just added on all these years.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Checkers.
Oh.
Well, I think chess is just a little bit of a step above checkers, and there's
It's
a
more
lot.
challenging.
Yeah, there's a lot you can learn from it. So, chess for me.
Chess all the way.
Nick picked checkers.
Yes, I agree, Nick. I'm in agreement with you. Completely. I'd love to be able to play chess, but I'll just stick with checkers.
James, just to watch people die inside. I still haven't really learned how to play.
I'm not good at it.
I'd like to do. I really would like to be able to. I tried to play it when I worked offshore, but I couldn't.
Checkers, I don't have to use as much brain power as chess.
Chess has so many cool stories around it. Like if you've ever seen that movie Searching for Bobby Fischer, really good. I highly recommend it. I don't think there's any checkers drama movies out there.
No. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 checkers.
Really?
But because Nick said,
2.
oh wait, Nick said,
Yeah, I think checkers might have taken it.
plus you don't
No, we have
checkers.
no
movies yet.
we have Lisa and Jen.
Yes,
and
we're
Rachel.
picking which one we like best, checkers or chess.
So there's definitely 4 votes for chess so far.
Oh, he says there is a chess player. Oh, from India, yes.
Yeah.
Have you? Oops.
What did you guys vote for, Mary Ellen and Freddie?
Checkers for me.
I
yeah,
have
that's
to
right.
do checkers because I don't know how to play chess.
Okay.
So
I think
Jim said
checkers is
chess.
winning.
James,
By 1.
I've seen the movie. It's have you? Okay, let's see.
Oh.
Okay, so we have James. What did you said? Checkers. James said checkers. Jim said chess. Lisa said checkers. Nick said checkers, I think.
Nick said checkers. James said chess.
Okay.
So 1.
I think there might be one in it.
So, and we said checkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think checkers might have it.
Okay. All right. Checkers is moving on. Yahtzee or Connect 4?
It's an interesting picture you have for Connect 4. It threw me off for a second.
I had a hard time. I think it cut out the actual game board, but I had it in there at one point.
I was like,
yeah.
wait, what is Connect 4? I didn't process for a second.
You put in
That's
the,
right.
you try and get 4 in a row, you know.
Yeah.
It's that yellow part that, yeah.
James went with Connect 4. Lisa went with Connect 4.
Nick
went with Connect 4. I'm going with Yahtzee.
Yeah.
I'll go with Connect 4.
Okay.
Works went with Connect Four. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 for Connect Four.
And me.
And Freddie, so that's 5 for Connect Four.
I'm Yahtzee because I played it a bajillion times when I was a kid.
Jim went with Yahtzee. But I think Connect Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, you did 5. 5. And Dean and I are Yahtzee and Jim.
What did Rachel say?
Rachel?
I did in Connect Four for me. My kids love this game. There are a few like local attractions that have giant Connect Four set up in their lawns, and they just love fooling around with that. So Connect Four.
We don't have to stop. Right? So.
Definitely
Okay.
Connect Four is going to have it then.
Yeah, I think Connect Four. I think Dean and I are the anomaly, and Jim.
And Jim.
Although Yahtzee is fantastic.
It is.
Amy
It's a
with
simple
Connect
game.
Yes. All right. Next, Scrabble or Operation? I'm sorry.
This one's easy for me.
You're so far apart.
Yeah. Operation was so frustrating to me as a kid. I mean, any thought of becoming a surgeon went right out the window with that game. And
James went with Scrabble.
Yes.
I'm with
Scrabble
James.
with me.
Scrabble.
Amy went with Operation.
I'll go with Scrabble.
Works goes with Operation.
That's 3.
It's true, Lisa.
It's 3-2 for Operation here at the minute. What you go for, Dean?
I went for Scrabble.
That's 3 each.
Jim went with Scrabble.
I'm going to go for Scrabble as well.
That's big 5.
Yeah.
5 to
5-3, I think.
5-3.
Oh, Nick.
Amy.
I broke the game.
Yeah, I understand why that happened.
It is frustrating.
So the patient died on the table then, eh?
So does that make Scrabble?
Scrabble, yeah.
Scrabble's moving on.
Scrabble.
Mousetrap or Guess Who?
Oh my God. Oh yeah, I guess I did play Guess Who.
So,
Oh,
Mousetrap is one of those games that I always wanted to play, and I never did.
Oh.
So that's my yearnful, wistful thinking. But Guess Who we played all the time. So my answer has to be Guess Who because that's the one I have experience with.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Rachel
2.
with Guess Who.
And Nick with
Nick went with Guess Who.
I'll go with Guess Who.
Freddie's going Guess Who.
But Mousetrap just looks so cool.
You know what? I agree with you. When I was little, I always wanted to play too. I probably played once, but I always thought it was cool.
I think it's the kind of game where you just basically set it up to see the whole thing happen. I don't really remember how you got to the point where you triggered it all.
Right. Work said she never played either, but Guess Who looks like something she would like. Yeah, it's kind of like what's another version of that? It's like when you have the card game and you turn over all the different. I can't remember the name of it.
Like a matching game?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
But it's got a little difference because it's just one little thing off and you process elimination. I'm going to go Guess Who since I didn't. My answer would be mystery.
Do you see Nick's comment?
Yeah.
I know her.
So it works with Guess Who. Final answer.
Guess Who?
Guess Who? My experience with Mousetrap is the same as Rachel's.
Interesting.
Mousetrap, it's better than the real ones.
True.
Yeah, she won that. I think.
Guess who is a police lineup and I Spy had a baby? Yeah. Yeah. Kinda.
Is it as
Interesting.
fun as it looks? I mean,
No. No.
no.
Which one? Mousetrap or Guess Who?
Mousetrap.
Mousetrap.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really get to play much.
It was hard to get it to work.
Aw.
If you've never seen it, by the way, and Rachel, I'll share. Have you ever seen the kid who does sort of a mousetrap in his backyard with the basketball and all that? Have you ever seen that?
No. Is it
You
like
will
a,
not.
Is it
Huh?
like a Rube Goldberg machine?
What's a Rube Goldberg machine?
It's like one thing will trigger another thing
Yes.
to happen, and
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. Thanks for dropping by. Never played police lineup. Didn't have to grow up in Jersey. Hey, so did James.
The real
Lisa.
lineup.
You and James have a lot in common. He grew up in Jersey.
Huh.
Always a pleasure, Tiki Man fan. Yes, it is. All right. So I think Guess Who is moving on.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Has anybody played? I've played Shut the Box, but Shut the Box and Trivial Pursuit. I don't think Shut the Box is very popular, but we used to play all the time when I was little.
I never heard of it.
how do you play?
Yeah.
You roll the dice and you have to make combinations of your numbers that you have up there, and you win after you've gotten all of them down. So it might take you several rolls to be able to make those combinations, and you have to do, let's say you did 10, you could do 5 or 6 and 4 or 3 and 7, and then the next roll may be something you needed, but
Mhm.
So you take one dice from one side and one dice from the other. Is that the way it works?
you're playing with 2 people, so
Yeah.
one person's on one side, one's on the other.
Okay.
And
Honestly, that sounds like a fun game to me.
it is fun. It really, I mean, you have to. It's just you got to make the right choices. Okay, so here we go. Nick is with Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, so am I.
Never heard of Shut the Box. I know. I didn't know if people would know it or not. Trivial Pursuit. Never played Shut the Box. Okay, Trivial Pursuit. Trivial Pursuit. I like Trivial Pursuit.
So do I.
Okay, Tim went Trivial Pursuit. Okay, James went Trivial Pursuit.
So I'm gonna go out of character a little. Usually, if I haven't experienced something, I'm not gonna vote for that. But Shut the Box sounds way more fun to me than Trivial Pursuit. I'm so bad at trivia. Have you noticed? So that's not a game I excel at. But math games, that's my jam.
Jim, Trivial Pursuit. When the game was over, we packed it up and shut the box.
That's true.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Trivial Pursuit moves on.
So we've been looking for like a good replacement set of questions because Trivial Pursuit, the original one, the questions are so old, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know any of the answers.
they don't
Especially-
keep up.
Like entertainment or sports, it's the answer's going to be something from way back.
James does give me a lot of random trivia questions. That's his thing. Stump Mary Ellen. Okay, so Trivial Pursuit is moving on.
Yes.
I had trouble downloading that when I was working on this earlier. Nick was trying to help me get it to download, but everybody knows it's a question. So everybody knows what Chinese checkers looks like, right?
Yes.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
Chinese checkers, just imagine it in your mind. Or backgammon.
Well, Chinese checkers. Number 16, please.
It's not like that. Okay. Chinese checkers for James. Backgammon for Lisa. I have to admit, not playing either in my life. Okay, well then, Tim, I'm sorry. This is not going to be a good one for you. I think I've only played Chinese checkers.
Backgammon for me. We used to play backgammon.
Okay. I think I'm going Chinese checkers.
Yeah.
Chinese. I've only played Chinese checkers, so this time I'm going with that.
I played backgammon. I don't think it's a great game. Chinese checkers for sure.
Okay, Tim went backgammon because he thinks that's cool. Chinese checkers for Jim.
Neck and neck.
The works forgot how to play both.
Is backgammon like a casino game?
Nope.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah.
Checkers or Chinese checkers? Chinese checkers.
Chinese checkers.
Oh, you mean like, exactly. If I had to put those two together, I would do Chinese checkers. That photo of Chinese checkers is an extreme version. Who needs light?
Yeah. Chinese checkers after dark.
Amy says Chinese checkers. I'm kind of thinking Chinese checkers moves on, right?
For sure.
I had several backgammon boards, so I guess I'll pick that. Okay. Unfortunately, you lost. So that's the end of today's board game bracket. And we have 2 more questions. We got 3 minutes left. We could get these last 2 questions in. Okay. What country is known as the land of 1,000 lakes?
Interesting. I live in
Sweden, Scotland, Finland.
Not to interrupt, I was going to say I live in the state of the land of 10,000 lakes.
Well, now you have a country to go with it.
Yes.
Ooh.
And Freddie, we actually have 15,000 lakes in Minnesota. There you go.
Yeah.
If anybody's new in here, this is Freddie. Freddie is my boyfriend from Ireland, and he just got in on Monday, and he'll be here until December.
And
So
he
he'll be
knows the
joining us
answer.
for a while.
You can tell he knows the answer to this one. So,
Do you know the answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so new mahjong is fun. Okay. You're hashtag not wrong. Scotland.
Ooh, look at all the answers here.
Finland. Sweden. Jim says Nessie lives in a lake. I'll say Scotland.
that's true.
That's true.
It's actually a lock.
Okay.
They call them locks in Scotland,
Oh,
just to be awkward.
really? We say Nessie here.
Yeah, Loch Ness monster.
Okay. Lisa says Norway.
I'm with Lisa. I'm going to go Norway.
What do you think, Rachel?
I'm going Scotland.
Okay. Everybody's going to be a little bit surprised.
Oh.
Except for Freddie.
It's Finland.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
The answer is Finland.
Being in Finland, lovely.
And I probably should give you a few more statistics as I unveil that and say blah, blah, blah. But right now, it's just the answer. And it's a beautiful lake. They showed me a beautiful lake.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, one more. Oh!
We have to guess the question.
Kansas City.
My slides got messed up.
Oh.
Well, now you know.
I know this one.
You did?
Yeah, Kansas City.
It's known as the City of Fountains. That's just a little trivia for you, and I gave you the answer right away. So, sorry, guys, my slide got mixed up.
Here's a trivia question. Which is this Mary Ellen's first PowerPoint?
Yes.
35th PowerPoint?
Can you can you tell this is my first PowerPoint? What is New York City for 1,000?
The big orange. Oh, sorry.
It's
Big apple.
Jeopardy.
Where do the Chiefs play?
Okay, sorry, guys.
-1.
I know.
Ouch.
I'll get better, I promise.
It's okay.
You did get it right. Works.
Philly blind guess.
Mary Ellen, we appreciate your hard work.
We sure do.
Whether or not it's in order, that's okay. It makes it more fun.
Yeah.
It
It's
kinda
like
keeps you on your
Jeopardy.
toes. Next week it'll be a little more. It'll be in order. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining my first PowerPoint and questions. I appreciate you all coming in because I know there are several people that are live right now. So my hands are sweaty just going through the whole thing. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
Oh, Lisa, yeah, game shows.
Thank you, Works.
Ooh. Lisa's always got good ideas for that.
Yeah, I think we did this one because of Lisa.
Yep.
Thank you, Amy. Thanks, Lisa. Well,
How you getting on with the bourbon, Lisa?
okay, I hope to see you all next week. And everyone have a good week.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah.
joining, and thanks for everybody in the replay who watches the live stream. Carol, when you wake up tomorrow morning and you watch the show, I hope you had a good night.
Gold star for you.
Yeah.
Sorry about the lakes and the locks, Carol.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's from
I did
Scotland.
live in Scotland for 25 years, so give me a bye ball.
Thanks, Jim. Have a good night, everyone. Oh, wait. Ideas are rolling, so bourbon is good, Freddie. You mods rock. Oh, by the way, some people were unmodded because I have to put more mods in on mine. So if you were a mod and you're not a mod now, that's my bad. I'm trying to get everybody up to speed. So
It's a process.
It is a process. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.